Thank you very much for waiting. It's time to start a new initiative to transform the retail industry through data and AI. We would like to give you a press briefing on this theme, and we really appreciate that you're participating today despite your very busy schedule. I would like to explain the flow of today's meeting. First of all, we will have a 45-minute presentation followed by Q&A, approximately 25 minutes. And we will have a photo session at the end of the program. We're scheduled to end around 11:10. Next, I would like to introduce the participants for this meeting. From Fujitsu Limited, Corporate Executive Officer, EVP, Yoshiko Furuhama. GK Software SE, CEO, and Chairman of the Board, Michael Scheibner. CEO, BrainPad, Tomohiro Sekiguchi. And the master of the ceremony today is myself, Saito, from IR PR of Fujitsu. Thank you for this opportunity. Now we would like to start with a presentation. Over to you, Furuhama-san. Good morning, and thank you for the introduction. My name is Furuhama with Fujitsu. Today, this is the briefing about our new initiative based on data and AI to transform the retail industry. Thank you for joining us. I joined Fujitsu in 23, and the reason I joined Fujitsu is because I agree with the purpose of Fujitsu. We want to bring trust and also make the world more sustainable through innovation. And in order to bring about a sustainable society, we need to solve societal issues. We need to address them. I was involved in solving societal issues in my past work, but the business was not working and we had to give up. So addressing business challenges is important in order to address the social challenges. And in order to address the business challenges, it's very important for us to address the IT challenges. Today's theme is data and AI. AI and technology are advancing very fast, and our lives are changing dramatically. But on the other hand, Japanese retail industry is facing the most complex problem in the world. Why is this? We have culture of omotenashi, and we have point system, discount campaign, various methods of payments, seasonality, different events, and also wide geography in Japan. In order to respond to the various needs of the consumers, we need to be very flexible. There is also aging population and labor shortage, which is not really limited to the retail industry, but still a big challenge, and also supply chain issues. Manufacturers, first-level wholesalers and second-level wholesalers, and retailers and consumers. The supply chain is very complex with many layers. E-commerce has developed, which is a benefit for the consumers, but for the retailers, things are very complicated because both physical stores and e-commerce need to be taken care of. And there are also logistical challenges. In order to overcome these challenges, different systems have been implemented. And now we are driving for data-driven retail industry. However, in the retail industry, product, price, inventory, promotion, logistics, all of these pieces of data change on a real-time basis in order to make one single decision. Sometimes more than 3 trillion points of data get involved. And also, there are 3 disconnections in the front line. There may be a lot of data, but sometimes it's difficult to make the decision or act on it. So the first disconnection is fragmentation. A sales system, inventory system, various systems exist, data is fragmented, and the second disconnection is isolation. Different manufacturers and wholesalers have different data structures, which means that it is not easy to connect these different pieces of data. For example, if you say A in one company, it means one thing, but if you say A in another company, the definition is different. And the third disconnection is individual judgment. There is too much fragmented data, and therefore people cannot really make a decision based on data and continue to rely on their experience and their intuitions. So this is really weakening the agility that we had in the field before. In order to address this situation, we need to address all the 3 disconnects. Over 50 years, Fujitsu has worked with Japanese retail industry. We have had discussions, successes and failures with many of our customers, and deepened our understanding about the operations as well as data. Over many years, we have been supporting the industry as the top vendor. For example, in EDI, we have 50% of the transactions, and also in electronic money, we are handling 1/3 of the volume. We have had strategic investments in GK software and also BrainPad in order to strengthen our capabilities. And today, we are here with our partners, like-minded partners, and we're taking a new step forward. We want to bring agility to the front line, and today we're announcing Uvance for retail. We have deep experience cultivated through sincere engagement with retail operations using data and AI. And Uvance for retail supports decision-making for both management and the front line and enhances operation decision quality. Uvance for retail has 3 key characteristics. First of all, this is the system that connects the data safely. What is the traffic, sales trend, and external data? You can integrate everything and make it available for the decision in the front line. And secondly, the frontline team can work autonomously, so AI can help make these judgments. Multi-AI agent by Fujitsu can overcome the differences of different vendors and supervises and controls multiple operation-specific AI agents and autonomously executes workflows. And thirdly, overcoming the differences of different industries and companies, we can connect the whole data. For example, IT assets can be utilized in a common manner so that everything can be more lightweight and efficient, and supply chain operation can be optimized. So through these efforts, we want to bring back agility to the field of retail by overcoming the 3 disconnections. And this is what we are aiming for in terms of value creation. We want to transform the experience of the consumers and the workers, and also optimize the whole supply chain. Data and AI will be the core because these are essential for the operation, and we will utilize the AI platform as well. Retail-focused consulting, we have already announced the Wayfinder, and today we will be talking about BrainPad. So retail-specific consultation expertise can be provided by our members to help support the operational challenges, and know-how that we have built in our industry can be provided so that we can go to the ideal state of the process and systems. And the AI included offering can be delivered through high level of implementation, and we can make that take root on the ground as well. So various AI agents will help better decision making and automate the operation as well. And based on all of this, we have a system that can be connected safely in terms of operation and also system data. Next, let's look at how the field will change through Uvance Retail.
The merchandisers responsible for sales strategy and inventory management at the apparel industry at headquarters are required to continuously trace store information and give optimal instructions. However, they struggle with fragmented data that serves as a basis for the judgment, leading to the time-consuming decision-making and missed opportunities. Now let's take a closer look at how Fujitsu's AI agent, Watomo, support decision-making and transforms operation in a world where sales, inventory, customers, and external data are interconnected. When you log into the service in the morning, the AI agent notifies you of the tasks you need to handle that day. At the Harajuku store, the new color of the cotton blouse is not selling well. This mismatch with the fan base needs, potential customer churn, and inventory risk concerns require immediate action. To avoid missing sales target, it seems necessary to transfer inventory from other stores. This notification is made possible by connecting all data from POS, e-commerce customers, and core systems, enabling real-time visualization and analysis down to sales forecasts. Agent can freely receive instruction on key point to consider when moving inventory. It minimizes the logistics costs while also factoring in weekend event and weather conditions. The AI agent performs simulation based on the input data. This process considers not only internal company data but also external data such as surrounding event, weather, social media, and word of mouth. Agent groups responsible for specific tasks such as demand forecasting and the delivery management extract and analyze the data, and the orchestrator AI agent then performs the comprehensive evaluation and present multiple action plans. Once the plan is selected and approved, AI agent proceed with processing. AI issues instruction to move inventory. Since the AI makes decision based on the both internal and external data, it is expected to play a broad role beyond just the inventory instructions, including the store-specific and the regional pricing strategies and the sales plans for a new product. So far, the retail tasks are dependent on the employees' experiences, and that has been the big challenge. But the data is now connected, and the AI agent autonomously collaborate, so the decision making has advanced and to respond to the needs, and the retail frontline has regained the agility, and then the create the continuous revenue and profit. Agility in the retail world, Uvance for retail. How did you like that? What you just saw is the data and AI facilitate the fast frontline decision making so that you can build a better business. And in the frontline, the smiles come back and can provide the enjoyable shopping experience for consumers. And the impact of the AI usage on the task and the revenue is very strong. For example, the work allocation And the Frontline, there is the initiative to reduce the 70% of the man hours and efforts. And also the BrainPad collaborate with Kynes to optimize the planograph shelf space allocation to improve the efficiency. And around the 10% would improve in revenue. That's proven. And what we are trying to achieve is not just the growth of Fujitsu and the customers, with the data and AI being the core. We would like to create the business model to advance the industry, and the retail business and the industry should be enhanced with the strong partners such as GK and BrainPad. So now we would like to invite the partner and customer working with Fujitsu. First, in June last year, GK Software became the 100th subsidiary of Fujitsu. So we have Michael Scheibner, CEO of GK Software, to talk about their initiatives and the Japan operation. So Michael, please come up to the stage.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aoyama-san. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to actually that I can stand here, that I can present in front of you. It's really nice that you are all here. The room is so full, so much good energy, and I arrived yesterday in Tokyo, so I tried to adjust my time zone, so I walked a little bit around. It is an incredible energy. While there was a marathon yesterday, so it was not so easy to access every retail store here in Ginza. But it is a very special market for GK, and especially now that we are a 100% Fujitsu company. So again, thank you so much for listening to me. I will say a few words about GK, who we are, and I think for the first moment, it's important to point out where we are. We are operating in so many countries. Actually, we are live in 65 countries all over the world. We're also here in Japan. You will hear about it a little bit later. And we are 1,300 people big company. We are operating on all continents, all over the world. And I'm super, super proud that we are the fastest growing POS vendor worldwide. And as you can see on this map, we are also working for the best and biggest and largest and fastest retail companies worldwide on all continents. And as you can also see on this slide, we're serving a lot of retail verticals. So it's not only grocery, it's also fashion, it's luxury, it's discount retailers. And we are doing this with one platform, also powered by AI, because we did a couple of acquisitions in our past. One you can see here in the middle, I think it was 2017. My eyes are not as good as they were before, but yeah, there you go. 2017, we acquired an AI company. And why did we do that? We wanted to have relevant recommendations for our retail consumers. And this team is since then obviously integrated in our product team, and AI is everywhere on our platform because our retailers, our customers, they need data that they can turn into profit. And that means you need relevant recommendations, hyper-personalization in retail, and that is what we deliver to our customers. On this slide, that goes way back in the history of GK. By the way, you can see we've been on the public stock market in Germany since 2008. And I don't know if anyone remembers what happened in 2008. It was a really tough year to do an IPO because we all remember Lehman Brothers. But we only had so much money left to do the IPO, so we had to go for it. And I'm really, really proud of that, because we went from a very small shop to now a company that has a 100% ownership of Fujitsu. So we are proudly having the badge a Fujitsu company, and I'm absolutely proud to be here in Japan standing in front of you, because it was always my dream to go with GK into the Japanese market. But it's a very special one, and that's why I'm so happy we got this investment from Fujitsu. On the next slide, a few words about what we are doing. So our number one priority is checkout. The most critical systems at any retailer, a checkout must always work. And so that is what we are concentrating all of our energy on. And then number two is store operations. So everything that happens in the store, we operate. We give shop assistants the right hints, what customer enters the store. And on the other hand, we do consumer engagement, which means we're interacting with customers of our retailers and giving them relevant information while they are shopping. And if you think this is only relevant for luxury retailer or fashion retailers, it's not. We are actually deploying it all over the world, and especially recently in large discount enterprise retailers who are serving grocery items, namely Aldi, which is a very big discount retailer who uses our customer engagement application to serve their customers, to give them hyper-relevant information while they are shopping. And what happens is that the profitability per customer goes up while they are shopping at our retailers. Another information that I'm super proud of, in the last 2-3 years, we were rated by basically all relevant analyst companies as the number one in the retail market, the most innovative, the fastest growing, and that is only possible because of the team we have. We're having a very talented team that we're taking good care of, and with them we're growing all over the world in many markets like EMEA, but also in Americas. And now our new growth focus is Japan. And together with Fujitsu, I'm sure we will achieve a lot here in this market. Another thing that I wanted to point out is about the platform. I talked about the platform of GK, and most importantly for our customers is that they can deploy new functionality fast, that they can work with their own teams to develop new features, bring them into the markets quickly without waiting a couple of months or even years until a new feature arrives. And then the platform obviously opens up for personalization, customization, targeting consumers. And then it is obviously a platform that scales, because for us it is important to have a fast go live with our retailers. When we go into a project, we want to be able to go live very quickly, deploy the software very quickly in multiple markets, and our platform delivers exactly that. And I hinted at it, you may have already shopped with us in Japan, because we are serving customers like Adidas, but also Lindt, Jack Wolfskin, and customers like Cartier. They are already here in Japan, so we are live in the country. We fulfill all legal requirements, and I'm sure you will hear more about us entering Japan with new customers, new labels. What are we doing with Fujitsu? As you can see, We are very well integrated with Fujitsu. We're doing, and I'm super proud of that, we're doing hackathons together. Our teams are working together, developing, co-developing together new solutions using also agentic AI, but also AI to speed up development of our software so that we can bring them to our customers faster. And then obviously we have joint technology projects because Fujitsu has such a vast platform of technology, and we're just getting started to using it all together with our major shareholder, Fujitsu. And with that, I want to close, and I'm very happy to answer your questions later in the Q&A session. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Michael. Today we have another guest speaker. From Aoyama Trading, we have Managing Director and the Head of DX Strategy, Masaaki Ishizuka. Together with GK Software utilizing data AI, Aoyama Trading is transforming their operations. With that, I would like to invite Mr. Ishizuka to the stage. Thank you for joining. Thank you. I really appreciate your invitation. Thank you very much. Now, Aoyama Clothing is very famous, and he's been working there from July 2017. Core system is the application refresh project has been under his purview. Lack of documentation and lack of experience, and also busy business divisions. There are many challenges, but he basically exerted ownership and drove the process transformation. So he helped people to understand the system better and build a foundation for data-driven management, I hear. So thank you for joining. Thank you. Now, before you came here today, what were you thinking? Are there any special thoughts that you want to share with us? Well, the mission-critical system was switched over last December, so finally we got there. But so GK is selected. We still have to deal with the obsolete problem, and we have to complete that first. I also hear that there were many other challenges as well. Yes, that's correct. Now, payment during peak hours. Sometimes people queue up, but the queue is too long, and customers give up and don't buy and go home. We need to increase the efficiency of taking care of customers. So what is the right solution to address this problem? This is something that we have been debating within our organization. So mission-critical system has been refreshed, but that is not enough. That's what you're saying. That has to be integrated with frontline tasks and also products and services for customers. I understand you have a special focus there as well. Is that true? Like I said before, we don't want to keep the customer waiting. And we mostly provide suits, business wear. We need to be able to explain our products very well in order to make sure that people understand the attractiveness. So how can we really understand the customer's needs and make the right proposal for each customer? This is an important focus for us. Personalization. We want to do that as part of our solution, and this is still a big challenge. So I believe that is the reason why you chose GK. What do you particularly like about GK? Well, there were multiple vendors in our selection process, and we have researched all of them. We found out that With GI, we can integrate with multiple devices through API, which means that it has a very good affinity in terms of linking to our various solutions, and also OMO, which is very topical these days. Physical stores and ECs should be integrated, and as you have rightly mentioned, within our organization, we see that the data is separated, siloed. So we cannot really see the purchase history of the customers if they purchased in the physical store and if you're working in the electronic store, vice versa. And this is also a challenge for the store staff as well when they talk to the customers. We also need to understand the situation that there are multiple solutions for different types of products, because there are different characteristics. And I actually visited GK headquarters the other day, and I saw that GK is really trying to work with us, develop the solutions with us, so that we can finally do something that we want to do. So this is why we have decided that we definitely want to work with GK. Thank you. As Michael mentioned, GK has a platform that can connect, integrate with many different things. I believe this is the strength of GK. Last but not least, what do you expect from GK and Fujitsu? We actually have multiple great solutions. However, as I said before, when it comes to personalization, we still have issues, challenges. But if we use the GK POS, this is based on global standard, and also the solution enables personalization. So I want to take the best of the both worlds. We want to update the DX foundation. This is our expectation. And my second expectation is the following.
As I said earlier, in order to realize the true OMO, this is the optimal solution. And also the GK engineers, we saw that in Germany, and hopefully that they will extend their capability to us, so that we can jointly create the unprecedented, unique solution together. Thank you very much. So the OMO, maybe you could explain that to the audience. OMO means the online and the real physical stores. Doors are merged. When we serve customers in store, we actually still have the challenge that we can't really trace the EC history of such customer, and the product on e-commerce and the product and the inventory in the physical stores, those are separated. So if we merge all together, then the customer can choose whether to buy online or physical stores. Even if the customer doesn't really buy in the stores, depending on the customer's need, the product should be delivered to the customer's premise. So thank you very much for explaining that. Mr. Ishizuka, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you. Uvance for detail, customers and the partners. You can start that initiative with the customers and the partners. I hope that you felt that. And now, the core of the Uvance for retail is the data and the AI. As you know, last year in December, we have welcomed the very powerful partner, BrainPad, into our group. The BrainPad has been long working on the data usage with the retail industry for a long time. The president and CEO Sekiguchi, please talk about what's happening in the data and the AI in the industry. Hello, everyone. I am the CEO of BrainPad. Sekiguchi. From 2023, I took over from the BrainPad founder to be the CEO of the BrainPad. So I want to briefly talk about our company and also our perspective on the retail industry. We are BrainPad. This is a Japanese company founded in 2004. Since its start, we have worked on the AI and data usage. So we have been specialized in this for 22 years. We have more than 200 data scientists. So this is a data analysis specialized company. So let me just briefly talk about the BrainPad history and the data science in Japanese market. When the company was founded in 2004, there was no concept of data science. So it used to be called data mining. Many of you may not have heard about the data mining concept. But around 2015, about 10 years later, the big data, this concept came out, and then followed by the data scientists. So along with that boom, our company has grown. And the end of the 2025, we became the part of the Fujitsu group. The services we provide are these. First, we provide 3 services. One is mainly by the data scientist, which is a professional services. So custom-made solution will be built for each company's challenge. And the DX, data usage, AI usage, the important element for that is that the organizational changes and the human resource development and the organizational development. Those are the services we provide. And also we offer the software product. Each company uses AI and data without asking external support. So we try to make sure that the organizations can use them in-house. Since its start of the business, including the retail businesses, the consumer service business is growing. 60% of our business is the consumer business, and the many key Japanese customers are ours as well. The majority of the software service is related to the retail consumer marketing. For example, recommend engine using AI and algorithm. Our product is ranking in the top, and also the line service. In recent example, those consumer services marketing is supported by us. Let's look at the industry. As you may know, the retail industry, this is a 2 big trend for data and AI. On the customer experience, agentic commerce is one. That is the end of the search. So AI can make a proposal about the product. And another is the employee experience, the full digital twin, online, offline, store, all together. Everything is made as data. Using that data, you can easily manage the store and the online store and marketing. So the task of the manager may disappear in this world. With the digital twin, the world we can realize would be this. This is the AI agent to support the store manager as a part of our service. If you look at the left-hand side, the store data is displayed, and the information is put together for a store manager using the generative AI. And the store manager's intuitions and experiences are made as data, so anyone can become the highly skilled store manager. And we are trying to refine the product by having the many retailer users. What's important in retail is the customer experience. Providing the best experience is the key. If you look at the right bottom of the slide, this is the word we have to realize. Best product should be provided at the optimal price in right quantity and the right time and the right location, then the human data and the goods data should be merged. So the human data used to be handled by the marketing, and the goods or product data were handled by the supply chain department. But if we merge them, then that can provide the best customer experience. And there are two challenges in the Japanese retailers world. And the earlier Furuhama-san mentioned about the disconnect, and including the marketing industry, we often face the challenge of the disconnect, but that disconnect was the organizational disconnect, the IT division and line of business disconnect that needs to be resolved, and the labor shortage is another issue. Everyone understands that this is the serious and important issue, but the working with AI hasn't been fully implemented yet. The consumers and the labor force will diminish in the future. Then how can we maintain the business and the store and the market and industry? So we have to seriously face this issue of the labor shortage. So we work with Fujitsu closely to drive this. Data is just the sign. It doesn't mean anything. But applying the data science and the analysis, it will become the information and the wisdom. This is the processes to maximize the data values, and the data science is very important. But the knowledge and the wisdom is necessary for the frontline and management, and the base information is coming from the system. So those needs to be seamlessly connected to make the data values. So BrainPad worked on data for 22 years, and the Fujitsu, who support the Japan society, the Uvance team, worked together to deliver the data values. So we would like to take on this bold challenge. Hopefully that you will support us and watch us succeed. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sekiguchi-san. So now we would like to wrap up what we have talked so far. So my talk and Sekiguchi-san's talk was similar. How was it? Well, we share the similar challenges. So retail has so much data, and there's no reason we don't apply AI here. At the same time, there are a lot of challenges. So it's basically the same, especially the LOB. Within them, it's siloed. And as you talked, in terms of the human resources, there are a lot of challenges. And what kind of the initiative shall we drive? Data analysis, AI expert, they are not sufficient. We have to develop them. But what's important is not having so many experts, but rather each employee should gain the data literacy and the skill set to use the AI. But it's a lot of work, so there may be the AI could be utilized for the training. So earlier, you mentioned about the store manager. So store managers use that to change the behaviors. And with the emergence of the Gen AI, the analysis report is available, but you may not have the capability or time to read those analysis. Then the Gen AI can verbally give you the tips. That's a good world. And in the demonstration earlier, the store manager's view is very important. Even if there are a lot of data, you can't really read through, and the communication is not going through that well. So at the best timing, the best things should be delivered. Likewise, the information has to be handed over and the best form. Otherwise, people don't change the actions. The store managers are very busy, but they have to handle goods and the people. So the optimal timing is a key to provide the optimal information, not just giving the information. We talked about the Japanese industry. Now with GK, we have the overseas success story and the use cases that will come into our group. So that's a powerful impact.
I think this is pretty powerful. Every year, in the beginning of the year, there are major retail events, and all the Japanese retailers gather in New York, and there is an update. But if GK is here with us, we get the update all the time, regularly, and that's great for Japanese retail industry. Yes, if it's only updated once a year, all you realize is that you are being left behind. There's a big gap between you and the rest of the world. Rather than that, you can have something like this on a day-to-day basis and catch up all the time and incorporate the expertise. That's great. So GK has a lot of experience overseas, and also BrainPad has been working on data analytics for a long time. And then Fujitsu is also coming in. I think this is a very powerful partnership. What do you think? Please conclude this section. Data analysis is used by LOB, or people working in the stores, and IT is usually managed by the IT team in Japan traditionally. So sometimes we could not really go into that part, but Fujitsu is very strong in that area. So I think this partnership can start something brand new in the Japanese retail industry. So I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Uvance for retail. We are very pleased to have been able to announce this today together with our customer and also retailer, the partner. We will be doing some demonstration at Retail Tech Japan, starting from tomorrow. And we have some real demonstration there as well. Japanese retailers face difficult challenges, but using AI and data, they can make better decisions and translate those decisions to the power of the field team. And this initiative cannot be done by one company alone. So together with the partners that we have talked about today, as well as many others, Fujitsu will continue to work together in order to face this challenge. With AI and UI, we want to leverage the power of data and AI to revolutionize the customer and employee experience, enhance the supply chain and people, and propel retail towards a sustainable future. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
ありがとうございました。